Last year, the city of Albuquerque wrote more than 60,000 parking tickets. We've combed through that data to find the places you are most likely to come back to a ticket under your windshield wiper. Matt Grubbs has this special assignment report.
Emmanuel Sanz doesn't know it, but his pleasant place among the pigeons and coffee cups at a sidewalk cafe is the eye of a ticketing storm. The comings and goings of students, shoppers, and diners on this Albuquerque city block are easy targets for city parking enforcement, ready to rip you a new one if you're parked illegally.
I have like 7 tickets.
At more than 3,800 tickets written last year, most for not paying, the first block of Harvard off Central by UNM is easily the top spot in the city to get a parking citation.
The meter maid around here is just as notorious for ticketing everybody, so.
That's Parking Enforcement Officer Trujillo, and yeah, she's tough.
I have the citations $20. If I don't pay it today, it goes up to $60 and so on and so forth.
To be honest, it's pretty tempting for us news types to say it's like shooting fish in a barrel out here, but there's really no barrel. Cars are free to come and go as long as they pay. And 2,800 times last year, they didn't and got caught.
Most of the time, people don't buy enough time, or they chance it and don't pay at all. The pay stations on the block do break down.
Yeah, and it says Cohen's only, and this one wouldn't accept it either. It declined all 3 of my credit cards, and I know I got money in the bank.
The city is replacing them. But there were also 1,000 tickets written on the block last year for other stuff.
They take your tags, they check everything.
Little did Dominic Fierro know.
How awful is that?
He just added to this year's total. As you can probably guess, the top 20 blocks for parking tickets in Albuquerque are all on or near Central, from downtown past UNM and on up through Nob Hill. Wherever there are parking meters and pay stations, tickets are sure to come. But there is one exception. The second busiest block for ticketing is 200 Spruce Southeast.
The car had just left. I parked here and I get a $60 ticket.
It's nowhere near downtown, UNM, or Nob Hill. It's by Presbyterian Hospital, surrounded by parking lots, and there's not a single meter on the block.
The problem out here, more than 1,900 times last year, is people parking on the sidewalk. The Presbyterian-owned lots over here fill up pretty quickly during the day, and folks think that they can come and create their own parking spot right here, but the city says, no way.
Here I am with a $60 ticket, man.
Not more than a minute after Elmer Mora pulled out.
You're in the second most popular spot for Albuquerque to write a ticket.
Oh, you're kidding.
And just seconds after these folks left.
I'm in a parking lot.
That's what you think.
There's no curb at the edge of the lot, so you can see how people might miss the no parking zone. But the sidewalk,
I'm sure.
Clearly at risk of a ticket, this woman pulled off to find another spot.
So parking's an issue around here.
Very big issue.
You'll hear that complaint in all the hot spots, whether you're pulling in Nob Hill or parallel parking downtown. Picking his guitar after picking a parking spot, Emmanuel Sanz isn't worried. Follow the rules, he says.
But it's no problem because you have 1 hour to stay and you can go.
And leave the tickets to someone else. Matt Grubbs, KRQE News 13.
By the way, the third and fourth top spots were both in Nob Hill on the first blocks off Amherst and Bryn Mawr Southeast. That's just off Central. The fifth biggest parking ticket hotspot, Cornell by the Frontier across from UNM. That's no surprise. Now, downtown did not even enter the top 20 until number 6 on Central between 3rd and 4th Streets. If you want to check out the top 20 and see just how many tickets were written on each of those blocks in the past year, or to see a breakdown of which days of the week you are most likely to get a ticket, just head to krqe.com.